Hello? Hello? Is everything working? Am I alive? Twitch, you good? You good, homie? Hi, I'm Moss. Congrats on getting first. Sorry about your plushie. Shit is breaking. And it made me forget to click the login. It used to... Correct me if I'm wrong. Mix It Up used to just auto-log you in when you opened the program. Now it doesn't. And I'm like, why? Please just do it. This is obnoxious. It's an extra step. But it's fine. Right? It's so, like, the thing is, I'm so used to just opening the program and then putting it to the side and not having to think about it, that now, when I have to think about it, half of the time, someone fucking clicks a redeem and I'm like, oops. Oops. Like, I'm glad that everything is handled by just one bot now, like it's just Mix It Up that handles all my redeems, and it's why I can tell that ads are running or whether I'm back. Because I have set up that auto message. But I cannot control my ads whatsoever. I can't see redeems. That's gonna be interesting if I do get raids. I'm gonna have to scroll up. Luckily, I have that set up through Mix It Up as well. Mix It Up being the real fucking MVP today. This also reminds me to restart VTS. If you see Cake's mouth moving, don't worry about it. There he goes. Usually I do all of this before starting stream, but I had to restart my computer twice today. Also, hello, hi clone, how's it going? Have you considered how much more convenient it is to have all your redeems over 20 different programs? Well, good. I have. And I used to have it on 3. Because technically text-to-speech runs through VTS Pog. So, because Cakes is a part of my model, and that way, he can speak, separately still, but be fully rigged. And then I used to run Biku for TTS at first, and then other things. And now I've fully switched over to Mix It Up because they've added, this is a while ago, but it's just a pain in the ass to reset everything up. Miku? Hatsune Miku? No, Biku, like with a B. There's a B? Yeah, Mix It Up now does it because they also have, VTube Studio integration. So I can run everything that most of my redeems through one program, and that's preferable because my computer can handle it, but it's nice to not run a billion programs, especially when you do have to. So I had everything set up and my model wouldn't load. So I restarted my computer. Then I got my tablet set up and my tablet wouldn't work as the tablet. It still saw itself as my TV. Because I have both hooked up to my computer, but I have an HDMI switch that switch which one is active, and it would not recognize the tablet, so I had to restart for the tablet to work. And by the third time of setting up, I was forgetting programs at that point. Yeah, so I have 3 different redeem programs. It's so valid. It's very valid. Depending on what you want on your stream, different programs do different things. I like Mix It Up the most in terms of you can do a lot. I feel like it's the most active one in terms of updates and keeping everything working. I don't really know. I'm not a professional. The VTuber scuff curse, truly. But hi! Going good, having D&D for the first time in 3 weeks. Hell yeah. Yeah, I only have D&D every 3 or 4 weeks as well, right now. But it is what it is. We just don't have as much free time as we used to. On my stream, I want a money printer that people can get. But barring that, yes. I mean, valid. But yeah, hi. I haven't seen you guys in a hot second because last week I did not stream because I had a very busy week, and in the end, it is better that I didn't. I went to a con this last Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Rox, Andy, and Eos. Um, but I was flaring really, really bad on Friday because my week was already really busy, and I had to run around, do a bunch of chores and just errands. So I'm kind of glad that I saved some of my energy because I feel like if I hadn't, it would have been worse. Because that made it for a rough Saturday going to the con. But I still had a good time. It was nice. It was nice to hang out with friends and to just do something nice and be out. I'm in. Hell yeah. Hi Ty. How's it going? um but yeah, I'm here. And last time I streamed, I played Pokopia. I finally finished the story. I didn't even really play that much lately because while I was really, really tired from the con and beforehand, I didn't really have the brain cell to do the things in game. Because it is a very relaxing game, but at the same time, it requires somewhat of a brain cell at the part that I was at. I'm doing actual work, so I'm here. You're valid. Don't worry about it. But today I want to draw. Because I did draw a teeny, tiny bit. While last week while I wasn't streaming. I worked on the flats and some quick dirty shading on the new starting soon screen that I'm working on. I'm slowly but surely making everything. No. No, I haven't been drawing much. With just same thing. I've just been tired and I try to keep my energy for other things. When that is the case, my sound is so quiet in my headphones. But thank you for the resub. Also, Moss, for earlier, thank you for the resub. Kisses to both of yous. Mwah. But yeah, now I'm here. I'm back. I'm a little chaotic from all the restarts. I'm also staring. I can't see my Twitch activity feed or my ads manager. And that is throwing me off. So I can't really give a heads up for when ads are about to start. I can't. If redeems happen and I don't see them, I'm sorry. I cannot see them. Twitch is down somewhere in the server. I eagerly receive kisses. I have good news for you. I'm always stocked up on kisses for the homies. Hydrate? Okay, I will. You're lucky I'm looking. I'm looking at the screen. I also have my lunch because with all the technical difficulties, I was also forgetting to eat. So I said, fuck it, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. But the con was very good. Although the con was very good because I went with friends, I feel like so I've been going to this con, Heroes Made in Asia, Dutch anime convention, for 3 years now. I didn't go earlier. I feel like, yeah, 3 years ago was in their old location. And then they changed to do the same location as Dutch Comic Con. I believe they have the same management organizers, whichever one. And the first time it was in the DCC, like in Utrecht hall, it was not bad. It was alright. It's a little too bad because the previous location was just much prettier, which I think is nice for cosplayers. I feel like they had more photo opportunities. And I do get it though, like they were outgrowing the hall, it seems. And at the end of the day, especially with anime conventions gaining popularity, just Comic Cons and all that kind of stuff gaining popularity, it's nicer to have bigger spaces to lay things out better. I was like, I bet. This year, I will say, I I feel like the overall layout was fine. I feel like the overall layout was like, all right, you know, I feel like it was a good mix of the artist alley. Like you had to go through the artist alley basically, or you were led very organically through the artist alley and also the regular vendors. I feel like that was laid out very nicely. Um, the food court was fine, but then they made the wild decision to in the back have like a attraction, like a ride that like it's small. It's like a carnival type thing, like kermis for the fellow duchies here. And it was so loud. And like I can imagine that people had fun with this, right? Sure. I don't know if it cost. I think it costs money to ride. I didn't do it. But everything around that, it was around the same area that the trading card game stuff was. It was kind of a hell to walk around because it was so loud and so the safety bars failed. Oh my god. It's just the ride itself was very clunky and loud. Also, hi, welcome. And people screamed, which generally I think just for fun. It wasn't a scary ride at all. It was basically you just went in a circle and then it went down very briefly. Um, but it just made it very loud, and there was like a seating section right there, and I'm like, I don't see the vision here. I really don't, because it's super loud. A convention already is incredibly overstimulating, and you can't really sit there and relax at all. Honestly, because finding seating at a con is usually very hard. Like in the food court section, it was very hard to find seats. And then they had this huge area with seats right by this ride. A lot of people chose not to sit there. You could tell that people were like avoiding that area. Um, I don't know what the thought process was there. And I will say, I feel like previously they had laid it out a little nicer for cosplayers. Um, also, hell yeah. Um, I don't know. I was missing. Now, I'm not a cosplayer, so I don't know, right? I haven't cosplayed since I was a teenager, just half my life ago. Um, I feel like it was poorly laid out in terms of like little sections and resting areas. Like, I feel like if they had made a photo opportunity spot rather than that ride in the back, or like a proper resting area that was maybe more comfortable, I feel like that would have made more sense. That was like my main real complaint there. I need to send my feedback through the email. I got it yesterday. I just haven't filled it in yet. I will. But I felt a little bit like, I don't know, remembering what it's like to cosplay, I feel like I would have been a little bit frustrated with this con that was known to have great photo opportunities for cosplayers, for it to be laid out in the way that it is now. Um, yeah, I don't know. It felt a little bit lackluster on that. And that made me sad because there's always going to be amazing cosplayers, and you know, it's part of the joy of conventions is people showing off their crazy shit that they make or get into. And I feel like it would be nice to have like a designated space for that. Like they did previously. They had like the cosplay village previously, where it was all the big cosplayers that have stands and such. But it was laid out real nice. I miss that. I miss that. But I had fun. It was nice. Um, I bought a lot of art from artists. I will say, for Artist Alley wise, like how it was laid out, it was nice and open, easy to walk through, easy to see everyone. I'm not a vendor, so I also don't know if there could be improvements there, but probably. I did like that it was easier to get to the artist alley and they didn't feel tucked in the back this time. Like it was easy to get there and see everything. It didn't feel as much as an afterthought. Whereas last year I felt a little bit like this doesn't feel like it feels like you're walking through all the vendors to get to the artist alley, and I feel like that shouldn't be the case, and it felt very like evenly laid out. I felt like they got more space. Maybe it's just that they changed the layout and it felt that way, but either way I felt like it was just laid out better. So that was nice. So I bought a bunch of art. I also bought some Pokemon cards. So of course I did. I actually kept very modest in my Pokemon card purchases this time. I bought Moss a little card as well. I have to stop myself so hard when I'm at conventions. I see a lot of things that I'm like, ooh, my friends would like this. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have to go broke for friends. But I'm always tempted. But I got home with some presents. And it was just a nice time. It's just nice to hang with friends, like I said. The weather was pretty aight. It was not too warm, not too cold. The hall felt a little warm at times, but I think that was also because I was just flaring. So it wasn't too bad. And yeah. Very, very repeat worthy. It is the one con I go to as a attendee per year, really. I would like to go to more, not necessarily cons, because I do feel generally if you see one, you've seen them all. They're all very similar in general, unless you go for events or special guests. If you just go as an attendee and you go just to enjoy the artists and that kind of stuff, I feel like very quickly you have seen it all. Also, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, welcome. If you want to introduce yourself, feel free. If you want to keep lurking, that's completely fine and welcome. We have anonymous follows on. Hello, hello. But I would like to go to more events. Like I really want to see if I can go to like Castlefest or such again. Yeah, maybe not this year, but the year after, we'll see. This year is rapidly becoming more expensive than I intended it to be. Which, you know, that's just life. But we're having a good time either way. And for the rest, for honestly, Sunday, Monday, I was just a dead little ghost. I'm Astral. I've been following you on Blue Sky for a while. This is my first time catching your stream. Oh, hi! Welcome. Welcome, Astral. Thank you so much for coming on in. Yeah, I'm gonna be drawing in a bit. I'm gonna be working on my new starting soon screen because the one that I have is very, very old. So old, in fact, it's not even furry art. It's like 3 models ago. My ads manager is showing up again. Twitch, are you fixing yourself? Sorry, I'm excited. Half of my shit is broken because Twitch is down. On like the streamer's end. So partially down, I guess. But yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. I'm just rambling about my week. Wait, you're doing non-furry art? I had a non-furry model, which I do not have on this computer anymore. I think. Yeah, I do not. When my entire PC died, it got rid of all my files. And I could import my old model, but that's work. Because the rigging wouldn't be set up for it anymore either. Not properly anyway. So, I'm not doing that. But yes! I know, crazy! What is this? Noi is a fake furry? It's fine. No, but I'm working on a new starting soon screen. Um, Fake furry. It's because I felt weird originally when streaming. I felt like VTubers were all anime girls, and I felt insecure about having a furry model. And then I got over it. And then, well, technically, I had just finished a model, and then Bun was like, what if you make a furry model, though? I would love to rig a furry model. And I was like, you know, I've got the ears, I've got the tail. I'm already there. And I am a furry artist, so. Meowdy, hello, hello. Why not the snoot? Exactly. Now I've got a snoot. I just need to finish. I was saying this in Perrin's stream yesterday as well. I really ought to finish my model. But it's fine. I'm taking my sweet damn time. If I finish it this year, that'll be great. Cute, cute snoot. Thank you. But yeah, I'm working on some assets at least. And I finally got a refund on a commission that I had commissioned, I want to say like 2 years ago. That just never happened. And then the refund didn't happen for like a year. We love to see it. But I did finally get it back. So now I get to reuse those funds, hopefully, in new assets. Because I've been wanting to get new alerts. And like new overlay. And all kinds of stuff. But it's the tough thing about having to make choices in terms of what I'm replacing first, and at least my starting soon screen I can just make an illustration and do myself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna double check my calendar before I get started, because usually if I need to announce something I will, but I don't think so. No. Cool. I don't have any announcements regarding my schedule. I should just be streaming next week like regular. Which is sick. So I always feel a little weird when I don't stream, because I do like stream. I'm like, I need to keep my energy up for other things, so it's better in the end, but then I do end up missing it. It's a complex feeling. I know streamers who do refreshes and all their assets like every year, and I'm like, where do you find the time? Girl, where do you find the energy? Like, gender non-specific girl. That's an expression. I don't, I have very old assets running on my stream in general because I don't have the funds, energy, or time. Well, time, technically I do. I have time. I don't have the motivation or energy to refresh all my assets all the time. I don't know how old this model is. I want to say, well, people who refresh their whole model every year or shorter than that, you're way more powerful than me. I want to say this model is like a year and a half to 2 years old. The power. My overlays are older. I have some emotes that are around that like I get emotes every once in a while. I don't know. I know my alerts and starting soon screen, they are truly the oldest, because they're, like I said, they're like old human art assets that I want to replace. Sounds right. Yeah, like, it's hard to know the exact age. Because it becomes your normal, and then I don't think about it. I think the most recent thing that I refreshed, besides just adding new emotes, is my, whatchamacallit, my little panels. Because I also did those myself. Hi, Faye! Okay, it's easier if I can refresh it myself, but even then, it's still a lot of work, and it takes a lot of energy to do it that I don't always have. But I can show you guys what I was working on. Put my coffee away. Because, like I said, I did work on it, because I finished the line art last time. Not last time I streamed, but on stream. I think. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. And then I've been adding... So this is what I call dirty shading. I just threw on shading real quick. In the places that I want to be, and I'm gonna clean it up. I don't know why I did that. I did the airbrush erase on this part. I don't know why I did that, because I'm gonna have to change it. But I'm adding volume first, like this. Looks cute. Thank you. Yeah, I can very quickly, hold on. There we go. Thank you for the crown, Umbra. That's my current starting soon screen. That's what I mean with, like, it's old. It's an old it's good art. I like the art. That's not the problem. And it's clear that it's still me. Pasty folds in the hoodie. Thank you, thank you. I've been studying folds. And I feel like it shows, and I'm very satisfied with where that is going. Like, I've been studying folds in different fabric. I find folds in hoodies easier because it's like thick fabric rather than thin fabric. Yeah, I'm just adding some shading, but I was basically adding what I call volume shading, which is where I just take my shading color and a watercolor brush, and you can kind of see it in the face. And I add some volume and shape. But other than that, I ran out of energy while I was working on this last time, because I was working on it off stream. Fellow cakes, yes, hello. How y'all good beans doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I'm just doing my thing. Yeah, this is more subtle in terms of what I do with the shading. I feel like it's not always super noticeable, but I do end up really liking adding it. It's very extra. I don't wanna be friends. Just adding little tufts of fur and some oomph. Hi, Katie! Hiya. Caught in a bad romance. want your loving, I want your revenge. I had a good laugh at the con too. So, chat and all my friends know how normal I am about Sleep Token. I was also, of course, wearing a Sleep Token shirt while there. And then, of course, there's a cosplayer who's cosplaying the lead singer of the band, and I was just like, you look very cool. I'm way too shy to go up and ask for a photo. So I just appreciated it from afar. But it makes me laugh because I'm very not shy about how much I love them. But no, I will not. No, I will not interact with a cosplayer about it. That's where I draw the line, I guess. Especially because, like, Vessel wears a mask, so I can't actually see who's behind the cosplay. Which rips. Very cool. Love it. Somehow makes me way more shy to interact with the person because, like, when I can see who it is, I feel like I'm connecting with a human being. It's like, hey, I like this. This is cool. When it's a mystery, I'm like, I don't know. As the same with fursuiters. I love fursuiters so fucking much. They fill me with joy. I did compliment someone on their fursuit. They had a very cute fursuit, and I ran up and I'm like, I'm so sorry to bother you. This looks so nice. Have a nice day. I know I'm not bothering them. It's a con. It's part of the experience. But I don't know. I think it's because I don't know if I'm talking to a child or not. It's just like, I don't want to be intimidating. I'm not an intimidating person, but you can't really see the facial expression. Something about it makes me nervous. Hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. We have anonymous follows on, so if you want to keep lurking, that's completely fine. If you want to introduce yourself, you're more than welcome to. Hydrate, I will. And I will do it with something that isn't just coffee. Water. Because I do also have coffee. I felt like I could use a little coffee today. But whenever stream is telling me, go hydrate, I will. I just realized I have 3 drinks on the go. To this often, I don't know why. Because you have to have one for fun, one for one for fun and flavor, one for caffeination, and one for actual hydration, so water. I do it all the time too. As a cosplayer, I can give my experience at least, which is that I love getting recognized and getting attention while cosplaying, as long as I'm not eating or something. That's fair. That's fair. I think I'm also just inherently very shy. Coffee is life, water is close second. I actually don't drink a lot of coffee. I mostly just drink water. I know, like, I'm inherent as it's so funny because I stream and everything, but no one can see me, right? I use a VTuber and everything. It's like clearly we enjoy the same thing because you're cosplaying a lead singer of a band that I'm wearing a shirt off, but I'm just like, you look cool. Here's a fun story. I've ran down. I can see you. That's fine. I'm in your walls. Well, come out of my walls then. Fucking let's hang out. Um, no. I've ran a good distance after a cosplayer because I was out to Ren Fair with friends, and one of my one of my homies, Smooth, goes, "Oh, they look so cool." And I'm like, "Do you want a picture with them?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to bother." We're just like walking, right? They're not doing anything that, like you said, like eating, drinking. They're just walking. And I'm like, "That's not what I'm asking. Do you want a picture with them?" He's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to ask them." So I run down. I have no shame when it comes to asking for friends. I will run down and be like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. My friend thinks your cosplay is really cool. Can he take a picture with you?" Yeah, I'm already next to the guy. I'm gone. I'm gone. I never run in my entire fucking life, but for my homies, I will run. For myself, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Excuse me, they asked for no pickles. Exactly. It's that energy. I just don't have it for me. If you cosplay and I think it's cool, I might be brave and tell you that I think it's cool, and that is probably the closest you'll get out of me. I could be allergic to pickles. I could be allergic to pickles and I just deal with it. I'd be like, "You know what? No, they're probably having a rough day." Exactly, Tyler. Like it's just I prefer tea. I also prefer tea. I do like an iced coffee every now and then. That's why I have an iced coffee. But I just don't drink it that often. But I still had one in the fridge from Oatly, and they're nice. So I was like, ooh, as a little treat for me. But yeah, cosplayers, y'all fucking rule. I'm scared to interact with you, even though I'm a grown ass adult. I think you're rad as fuck. I've just become such a little compliment gremlin. I'm always going up and complimenting cosplays and fursuits. And even just cool fits I see at cons, which is wild. Outside of cons, I'm super shy. That's so valid too. I am a little bit more comfortable at cons in general with that kind of interaction. Um, I do go out of my way to compliment vendors a lot more, like at the artist alley. Um, I've gotten more comfortable with interacting a little bit. It helps that I have friends who know them, or I myself know some of them. So I'm getting used a little bit more to that whole interaction. And it's the realization, right? We're all just people. We're all just here for our same nerdy shit. Um, and I love it. Um, but yeah, it's a work in progress. It's getting a little warmer and weather now, so I get to start making my iced coffees again, and I'm so happy. I need a good recipe for this sounds so silly, but I need a good recipe for iced coffees cuz like I generally buy mine pre-made cuz I'm not good at making coffee. I don't have a coffee machine. I just have a French press and instant coffee, which generally if you're at my house, you're going to get instant coffee because I have yet to make a good coffee with the French press. And I think I just fuck up the ratio and I don't use enough beans. Um, Coffee plus ice, I think. Fucking fight me, Tyler. You know what I mean. Welcome to I have anxiety and I second guess myself a lot about a lot of shit. It's getting better though. I I think about this all the time. I'm turning 31 this year. We're inching closer and closer to I'm already in your walls. I don't know, man. I've never made coffee before. Ready to fight, affectionate. All right, um, but as I get older, I feel like a lot of shit I don't care anymore. I'm like, whatever. If people think I'm cringe or weird or me not knowing certain things, I used to be very embarrassed about it, and now I'm like, bro, I'm quite literally too old for this shit and I don't care. Cringe is dead, so correct. It's simple. I don't use a coffee machine for these. All I do is put some instant coffee, 1.5 teaspoons for me. Small amount of cold water, caramel syrup, or syrup of your choice. Whisk it with an electric coffee whisk. Add milk and ta-da. Ooh, that I can do. I need to get an electric coffee whisk. Because I'm not doing that manually. Fucking, my hands hurt enough as is. I've been wearing my compression gloves lately because I've been playing Monster Hunter, and that shit's bad for your hands. I love the game. It's so fun. I also just add syrup to a simple coffee and add milk. So I could make this with instant coffee. That's what you're saying. Carpal I love it. It's even like my hands are usually not so bad anymore, but oh my god, that game is so spammy with the buttons and all the combinations. And yeah, it's a little bit of suffering. So I want to say, falling for the of the emptiness machine. If you have a coffee machine, you can make an espresso shot and put that in instead. I don't have a coffee machine. Because here's the thing, I used to never drink coffee, so I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not buying a whole ass machine that I'm not using for guests that are here maybe like every once in a while, that drink coffee. Unless you are paying me to buy it, I'm not. But recently I have thought about it, but it's still expensive and my kitchen ain't that big, so I'm like, put it on the throne? No! I'm drawing a line at a coffee. Stop! No! I will not be bullied into getting a coffee machine. I drink like maybe a coffee once. My boyfriend does drink coffee. Maybe I could be convinced. Which one? Let me finish eating. I literally am on my last bite. I'm struggling. I haven't looked. Okay, I'm fine. I just drank some water. Um, I forget that whenever my asthma fucks up, it's also harder to swallow. Alright, everyone, get your jokes out of the way. Anyway, I wasn't looking at a specific coffee machine right now. I just know that I don't want one with cups. Is there shit for the environment? That's the only line I draw. If I have to get something for my own house like that. Waiting for tomorrow, getting yesterday. Did you make your own VTube model? Sort of. Hold on. Where the fuck is my cursor? I drew it myself. But it's rigged by my dear friend. one. But yeah, there wasn't a specific one I was looking at. But the ones with pads, I feel like are fine. The only one that I know is Senseo. I don't know how expensive they are. Because I haven't looked at it. The obsession, maybe in a weapon. Do you see? And I saw someone at the con who's rated me before, and I definitely did not have the confidence to be like, hi, remember that very random person you rated once? But I recognized them. I was like, this is cool. Put it on Throne and you don't have to think about the expense. I can be convinced, maybe, but I need to do research, okay? I can't just put random Douwe Egberts. I'm just saying things I don't drink coffee. You're fine. I just mean, like, the machines. I need to look into, like, which ones are decent. I just refuse the Nescafe ones. I know they're good in terms of the coffee they make from, or at least I hear they're good. I've never drank it myself, actually. Knowingly. Me now, killing the obsession. You will never find me. Stream elements, don't right now put that energy out there. I'm not researching your coffee machine right this second. Fucking. And heard y'all talking and was like, well, what if we did? What if we did, actually? There's plenty of shit on Throne already. Y'all fucking already dunked on me last month with fucking, Pacopia. I'm glaring at y'all. No regrets on that. Listen, I'm not regretting it either. It's great. I feel... I don't want to get dunked on, nerd. I love my TV time. I don't want to abuse y'all's kindness and generosity. But it has been very nice, thank you. I love the game. I am getting dunked on. Consistently, actually, in fact. I'm not good with getting spoiled. It feels... If it feels like, I don't know. I'm like, I can't return the favor. I can't accept this. And I know that's not why people buy gifts or get gifts for anyone. Mood. I'm not good at it, but I love treating others when they deserve it and when I'm able to. Yeah, I mean, you know, same. We're all shaking hands in a circle. I can't even complain with Pacopia either because I've literally done the same to Moss. Where she kind of wanted to get Legend CA. And I was like, so interesting. You should put that on your throne. It would be such a pity if we all worked together and got it. Crazy. And then we did that. Jesus. Hello, Jojo. Thank you. I'm very sniffly today, but I'm good. I think it's just because I was choking on my sandwich earlier. Because I can see my ads. I can warn you guys, my ads start in about 5 minutes, so I'll take a little break when they happen. So that I can, take a little break. Maybe look at coffee machines. Maybe. Can't fucking believe it here. I'm gonna DM my boyfriend while he's at work. Chad is bullying me into looking at the coffee machine. But then also you could use it when you're here. See, that's the trick with me. Get me to look into it, not for my sake. For someone else. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, I'm just sniffly because I'm fine. Because I was struggling with food. Go look at coffee machines or else. I feel like I need more than like 3 minutes to look at which ones are good. Or do I just fucking highest rated? Also needs to be like fucking reasonable. This is a Sunday long. Sponsor a proper coffee machine with the frother type thing. Oh, well, I'm not fucking getting a... whatchamacallit. And speaking of, hi, baby! And, like a proper one. I'm not fancy. I just paused because it was the cheapest machine. That's very valid. It is Fall Out Boy, you're very correct. Zoom out! I'm already so zoomed out. But I will. Ow! You're plushy! Yes. I hope your work is going okay. Chad is bullying me affectionately. I'm telling on you guys. Thank you. You're threatening me. With affection. I can't have this. I can accept the head pats. I have no idea whether today is gonna be a short stream or not. Not gonna lie. Gonna have to vibe out, fuck it, fuck around and find out. Distance falling apart. I feel like chat at any moment is just gonna be like, when you're back from ads, if you haven't looked yet, we're gonna look at a coffee machine together. I'm gonna have to open my browser in incognito mode. I like that plan! Fine, I will look in my break. If I haven't found it, we can look together, and y'all can give me advice. Also, congrats on the streak! Younger, growing older, just the same. Golden days, golden days, golden days. Alright, my ads are about to start. So I will take a little break and look at coffee machines, like I promised. If I haven't found one, we'll look together. Also, like I promised. So I'll be right back. Hello? God, my PC is not having it today. Hi! Let me move my mic back down. Also, Meowdy. Hi, Meow. Thank you. I don't know. The screen extension, I guess, was not working properly. I did not look at any coffee machines. In the break, so we are looking at it now. God. Okay, hold on. We're doing this, I believe. I promised. I have to add my browser. Oh, this is not this. Yes. I promise I'm good at this. I'm not. Hello. Nope, not that one. Uh, like here? Did I do it? I did. I did it. Voice. I mean. Okay. It's in Dutch. Don't at me. Because it goes to search for koffiezetapparaat. Great. Great. Hacker voice? You're fine. Does it really matter where the fuck I'm looking? I feel like Cool Blue would be reliable. Okay. So that's crazy. I'm most used to these. Smack mackers, smack markers. Smack is taste. Mackers is like makers. So it's the same. So it's like I feel like they mean like taste enhancers. But you know. But all of this is in can I let's switch to English for you guys. There we go. Oh. So these are the ones that I'm used to. Where you have the pads. Original would be fine. This one. Yeah, right? Same. So why is it more expensive in red and gray? Or are they like are I just want to know if there's a difference or if it's just a color difference. I'm just curious at this point. Milk frothing method? Okay, so this one does have milk froth, but I can froth my own milk. Yes, what's up? I don't trust a machine that can sense. Let me check my grandparents because I still have the red one. I will not put anything on fucking throne if that's the fucking case. Whoop, run the milk right now. I don't think I sold it. I mean, it's fair. So, the only difference, which is crazy, 60 between 85 euros, is that this one has that you can froth milk with a milk powder capsule or pad thingy. And color. That's it. The rest is the same. Because it doesn't even say that the other one can't. Anyway. Some people, but for aesthetic. I mean, listen, the red one would fit in my kitchen better. My toaster is also red. But also, do I look like I give a fuck? I do have a cute little red toaster. But if that's the case, we are off this mission. I am not. I'm not putting shit on throne. If Moss just happens to have one, we ain't doing that. We are not crazy. It's probably the color, to be honest. You want that? By pressuring me into looking at, I mean, you're not wrong. They are apparently different. They have different numbers. This is like 50 plus, 67. I hate that. 80 and 70. But I feel like it's just the color. Temporarily sold out. I don't care. I do think the fancy machines, I'm not talking about these. These things, I think they're so fucking cool. But I drink coffee like maybe once a week. That's crazy. I will send them a text. I might have to go and check myself, but then it might take a little longer. That's fine, don't worry. Girl, do I look like I'm in a rush to get a coffee machine? I wouldn't have a clue how to work that thing. It better... I mean, it has buttons, right? It has, like, a screen. And I would hope to fuck that you can just press it. Do I look? You're actively looking? Because y'all kept pressuring me! I wasn't gonna do this today. Y'all were like, put it on throne, bitch. And I'm like, damn, I won't look. Because I'm not putting something on throne that I don't know about. Anyway. We're done with this. You want one, really. I mean, low-key, I have been talking about it, but not in a way where I'm like... Not in a way where I'm like, damn, I need this right now. Because I can make it with instant coffee. It's more that the thought of like, oh hey, this would be nice for my boyfriend. That motivated me more than anything else. Because if it's just me, for now, I mean, to be fair, if it is at a press of a button, I will be more likely, yes. But it's fine. We don't need this right now. Just remembered that machine. But I don't trust my memory. You're so fine. You're so fine. That's so understandable. Alright, everyone can let it go. We are no longer looking at coffee machines right now. Moss might just happen to have one. This is what it feels like when you become one of the drunks. Searching for a new high. High as the sun, but to be known. No, because like I have talked with Moss about it before. I was like, I feel like I could make it. My main thought, right, is that the instant iced coffees that I buy, the pre-made ones, they're expensive. They're very expensive for a cup of coffee. Or for, like, a thing of coffee. And that bothers me in the sense that it's not cost efficient. Because buying pads, sure, you have to buy a bunch of pads. And you have to buy the machine. And then oat milk. But overall, I could last so much longer with less money spent doing that. So that was my thought. It's like, I would like to save money. I've been actively trying to look at my life and think about ways that I could save money because life is expensive. And also, just I feel like it's responsible to think about those types of things in the long run. Because when it was like maybe one coffee once every month or something, I don't care. That can be a little instant pre-made iced coffee. But I'm drinking them more often now because I do actually like them. And annoyingly, I need the ones with oat milk because I'm lactose intolerant and I'm not doing that to myself anymore. I used to drink the iced coffees just as is. Risk in the biscuit whether it would give me stomach issues later. Um and I would just deal with it. I don't do that anymore because I've been a little bit kinder to my body in regards to listening to the fact that I do have lactose intolerance. Um but that does make it more expensive. Because you have way more options when you buy the regular coffees with like milk, the pre-made ones, and cheaper options. But when you do the oat ones, you realistically you have like two options, and they're about the same price. Is my music still going? Or is this just a very? Oh yes, it is a very quiet song. Good. It's Sleep Token. I've learned to live without it, even though it's cold and now it's around that you never listen to me. Never saw me naked, you wouldn't even touch me, except if you were wasted. No, a frother I've been looking into, you can get those really cheap. You should just get one of those little spinny thingies. They're like €1. NA hunt trains are hella packed. Welcome to busy servers. It's crazy. You have to remember specifically as well that like Hyperion is very often on the congested list. Your alt. I haven't run in a hunt train in so long. I keep just not paying attention and thus not running them. They need to happen when I'm not streaming. That would be great. Like a dream, put it down like a smoke. Used to be a team, now you let each other go. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is this not blending the way that I'm used to? Because I'm using the wrong tool. Than anything to get closer to you and all your enemies. I've got a few of my own, this throne didn't come. So I've got a different energy. Still see you when the lights get low. Still like you when I'm on my own. Parasites in the nightmares calling my name like problems. Good age, bad karma, 3. Yeah, sounds good. I specifically just want to do the one fate to get the mounts. But I know you want it too, so. The one that you have turned on. Drop a heart and break a name. Sugar, we're going down swinging. Remember what a complex cooking boy. Downtown in an earlier round. I haven't seen that pop in a bit, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's fair. That's no worries. I feel like we'd have more luck during the weekend as well. But upcoming weekends, I'm not home. So I'm not really gonna be at the computer. I'm just dying to be here. You're just a line in a song. Drop a heart and break a name. Get my nuts! No, you're so valid. Combs and nuts? Yes. Less energy for me than roulettes. Yeah, do whatever you feel like, Moss. Like I said, I'm not home the next 2 weekends. Uh so while I can join, it tends to be like for an hour. Because I don't want to sit joining long. Well, upcoming weekend would be fine. The weekend after that. That's also true. There's a weekend where I'm with you. Drop a heart. But Easter weekend as well. But I feel like a lot of people can't really do Easter weekend, to be fair. I celebrate on Monday with my family. Fair, hell yeah. I'm gonna be at my boyfriend's. Unsurprisingly. That's honestly more plans than I otherwise would have had, because I'm not a Easter person, really. The very worst part of you is me. It's gonna be nice. It's mostly I'm just excited because Monday also counts as a weekend day for the travel thing. So I don't have to go home on Sunday. Hee hee. You're changing me into. Don't stay, we get our memories, get our possibilities. With faithlessness with you. Don't stay. Get our memories, get our possibilities. Don't stay, get our memories, get our possibilities. To be ignored, I don't need one more day. I don't need you anymore. I should truly pick up Warrior on NA though, and get comfy with it because these DPS queues are set. Yeah. Yeah. It would be good. Luffy. This is not traditional art. No, absolutely not. God, that'd be crazy. Does it say in the wrong in the tags? I mean, I'm a digital artist in general, so it might have just okay. It might have just grouped a bunch of things together. But no, I am very much. Oh, yeah, very hard pass. Not the place at all. Yeah. You wanna see how far it goes. Yeah, and no offense, but it's also not a view I am going to, Jesus. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be funny. It's not a view that I'm going to defend or explain or whatever. It's not a debate here. Thank you. Wild. Anyway. But people don't mean how you always viewing in the back room. Yes, that is this weekend. For us. Never forget about me. Would you rather be a widow? Don't pretend. This doesn't mean a thing anymore. Just passing by to say hi, hello, hiya. Yes, that does mean we will have 6 hours between us again, yes. It's only ever for a very short time, either for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a week, sometimes even. Hmm. Thank you for keeping that what is the right word? Nice? Human? I'm trying to think of the right word. That whole interaction. Either way, thanks, chat. We do it in the dark with smiles on our faces. We're trapped and we'll conceal. We do it in the dark with Smiles on our faces, trapped and well concealed in secret places we don't find fair. Civil, yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I just looked up at my screen and how this looks versus on my tablet screen is crazy. I think my color settings on my tablet screen are off. But yeah, Cindy, thank you for keeping it civil. Listen, like I said, I'm not here to argue it. I feel like my stance is pretty clear. But that doesn't mean we're gonna have to get mean. Yeah, what the why are my colors so desaturated on my tablet? Hold on. Ooh, hey, look, I made it. Oh, no. Not mean to open Elgato. Everything's coming up. Aces, aces. Hello, cursor. Thank you. For me harder, honeysuckle funnies. Display settings. Start. Damn, I had to read that with my own eyes. I don't even know what BDE means. Do I want to know? No, I had to reread sentences 5 times. Big dick energy? Hell yeah. That is the type of energy I try to radiate. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Go back, go back. Jesus Christ.
Good morning from the States.
Hi, good morning, Smooth. Thank you for the resub. I feel like cakes. Oh, absolutely retract that sentence and that energy right there. Okay, you guys can't see this, but I'm trying to correct my colors on... Reset this. On my Cintiq. What the fuck is up with these settings? The difference is crazy. Hold on. Cintiq 16 Pro display settings. I mean, yes, likely, but they are crazy desaturated. Unless you do for print. No, I do not. Okay, that should be fine. Oh no, it's worse. Oh, it's worse. I made it worse. People. No, I mean, my display settings have been kind of whack lately, so I'm not too surprised, but this is... The way this works is insane. Wacom fucking... You are crazy. Can I just input numbers rather than this whack slider? Yes, I can. Okay, that just reverts to at least what it was. And save that. What does this do? Okay. Damn, okay. Hydrate, I will. I will just reset it to what it was, but I feel like they're very desaturated. Father, can't hear you yet. I'd love for things to not take a billion years to adjust. Okay, there we go. Set you to what you were. You should. Thank you. That is exactly what it is based off. Why did it dim again? I wish I could show you what is happening here, where I'm resetting it to what it was, and then it was like, cool, anyway. Gonna lower the things again, after all. But yes, that is very much what it is based on, thank you. I'm very happy that comes across. Still. I guess I didn't hit save, did I? Save. Yes. Can I close you now without you fucking losing your shit? Yes, sick. Yes, I did design it myself, thank you. Alright, I think I'm to the point I can start cleaning this shit up. I used a different color for this, did I? You know, works better if I work in the actual fucking layer. Yes, I did. I mean, I don't know that it does, but it's just, I made the model a longer time ago. No, you're good. It's just that, like, I don't know, I feel like it's still recognizable that it's my style, but I do get that shit changes over time. And design-wise, I do get that there's some differences there because I'm currently working on a new model. And that is taking quite a while to do. So there's some design changes that, are different from the two. Plus, I do tend to simplify my art a little bit. Or I can actually show the model that I'm working on. But I do tend to simplify it a little bit comparatively, just because it needs to read at varying sizes versus um like a singular illustration. So this is the current model, or like the new model that I'm working on. I just haven't finished all the layers yet. The longer I take, the more I want to redo, so that that's a problem for me for later. My ads also start in about 4 minutes. So I will take a little break. Oh, yeah, of course. It's like a redeem people can put on, but I'm switching it to be like that full time. But I usually do only use it for Halloween at the current, yes. I like for some how dark the shading is on shading versus multiply, but not on others. We'll work on multiply for now. I need to adjust the colors anyways, it's fine. These things that you say don't make it all okay, it's not okay. Thank you, I will. Both. So 2 minutes. I don't need your sympathy. I'll get the best of me, misery. Alright, my ads are about to start, so I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'll be right back with you guys. I'm back. Alright. A few mods. I had to read my chat for a sec. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm getting to a point again where I should probably take a break from this piece. So I will just slap in some Happy Tuesday, y'all. All my mods, line up. Line up your foreheads. Mwah. It is very Tuesday, though. I'm just like second guessing some of this shit. Me, I want to make painterly shading. I think that'd be nice. I think that'd be fun, me doing painterly shading. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. But now I have to run. But life goes on. Fucking windy out. I'm so glad I don't have to be out right this second, but also I know it's gonna be shitty weather tomorrow too, so fuck. And the weather make up its mind? Go and get your hands dirty. Do you have enough love in your heart to go and get your hands dirty? Okay, I like that better. Do you have enough love in you? Go and get your hands dirty. It isn't too much, but it's a good start. Get your hands dirty. You're behind my eyelids when I'm all alone. Hey, stranger, catch me like a cold. You and I both got the guns. When you shoot, I think I'll talk. I led the revolution. And I set all my zippers free. Then no more clothes, give me peace. Drop our anchors in a storm. A fire and a flask to keep us warm. I know that they don't look like they know. I know that they don't sound like me. Oh, I confess, in a rumor I'm left. Go and speak to me, I'll put my heart at ease. No worries. Have a good work. Good job. Have a good time in class. You got this. Mwah. So proud of you. Fucking killing it with his grades and everything. Storm, hey, they will never be the same. A fire and a flask to sworn, 'cause they know, I know that they don't look like me. I know that they don't sound like me. Okay. Got a big brain here. Oh. I'm big braining. Hey, hey, we are a hurricane. Drop our anchors in a storm. They don't sound like me. You'll dance to anything. For a little color depth. Time are we at? We're at 5 p.m. Okay. Do the quickest bits to give this non-specific console a little bit of body. Very non-specific. Yeah. Who knows what console this is? I certainly have no idea. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I just don't feel like working anymore. I was hoping I'd get a little bit further in, but I'm very easily distracted today. That's not helping either. I got a good bit done though. I finished all the body shading and I cleaned up a lot of the shading. Girl, it's been 2.5 hours. I know! I know! And sometimes I'm like very fast and sometimes I'm not. And it's hard to predict where I'm gonna hit. But I'm also trying a new technique a little bit. I can't be hard on myself. I'm still wilded out by the contrast difference when I look up versus what I see. This is why I hate designing. Because I'm like, I prefer the colors that I'm seeing on my tablet versus the ones that I'm seeing on my computer screen in terms of the contrast. Noi is so much more saturated on my computer screens. But not a whole lot I can do. Well, probably shit I can do. We love color spaces on screens. It's ass. It's truly ass. I just feel like I would trust your tablet more than your screen, not gonna lie. Oh, absolutely. I just feel like I opened my eyes for the first time or something, and I'm like, wait, hold up. But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'll, let me save. Put my pen away. Now you can never unsee and shed a tear every time. Or Roy G. Biff would be saddened by color differences in electronics. Yeah. It's so frustrating. Can I take a picture of this and show you guys on Discord at the very least? I don't think it'll capture properly on my phone either, but it's so significant. No, absolutely not. All right. Either way. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. I just need to get over it. It's fine. Hi. We're ramping up. I worked enough. My focus is gone. I'm gonna see who I can raid. And give it that pants. And a crown? Yay. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Ori is still going. And more head pads! Yay. Ori is rigging, but I always love the vibes in Ori. Ori stream. It's just very chill, very good. And, you know, demons. We gotta stan. No, but they're amazing artists as well, and I just really love vibes. Good chill vibes. I must run go lunch for myself. No worries! It's all good. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. For next week, like I said, I should be streaming again on Tuesday. Similar time as today. Hopefully no billions of technical difficulties right at the start and during and all that good shit. Because that's frustrating for me. And I imagine not fun to watch either. But it's fine. But yeah, I hope everyone in the meantime has a very, very chill... It's a very chill week. Let me get that raid started. Please, I hope it works. Oh, it does. Fuck yeah. I tell you, I'm glad I can see my ads manager, but I still can't see my activity feed. So I'm fearful.
No worries, stream was really fun. Take care of yourself and remember to sleep tasty.
Thank you, Cakes. Yes, we're gonna send a little raid out to Ori, who, like I said, is rigging. Fucking looks amazing already. So we're gonna start that. If you liked the vibes here and all that good shit, here are my socials. If you want to see more of my art and all that, that's the easiest way to follow me. And if you're coming into the raid with us, you can copy and paste one of these raid messages, depending on your sub status. Share some love, share some hype, you know, all that good stuff. I hope to see you guys next week. In the meantime, I can never escape the emote. No, you cannot, Smooth. I'm sorry. In the meantime, I hope everyone takes good care of themselves. Remember to eat good food, stay hydrated, love yourselves, and sleep tasty. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!